sent by us, so please don't, mute us.
Mute us.
Yeah. I'm talking about, Twitch itself. And whenever you're ready, we'll jump into it.
Okay, I'm not ready, but I guess I'll have to be.
You're here, you have to be. Next time I want to set up some... Ooh, there we go. I want to set up some lights behind us. You know, some sparkly stuff. Anyway, you ready?
Yeah.
It's okay, you're not jumping straight into battle. This is a regular D&D game.
Yeah.
Okay, so our story takes place here in the northernmost part of the Stone Eye Coast, where the mountain range meets the sea. There is a forest just south of it, and it's called the Rosalie Wood. It's a forest as old as the world itself, and all manner of beings live here, including animals, plants, of course. The Furbolg, which are a kind of a giantkin with cow-like features. They serve as protectors of the forest, and in this forest, deep into it, there is this place called the Conclave, where the Ophigary, or the God Tree, resides. And in the Conclave, there is no hunting. No animals are allowed to come here to hunt. So it's peaceful, and also the Furbolg live here. Our hero is one such Furbolg, and they serve as protectors of the forest, and in doing so, they're allowed to stay in the Conclave, where other animals are not allowed to make homes. But outside the Conclave is the forest, and the natural order is preserved there. It's currently nighttime. You're about to go get some rest, and you've spent today hunting for the Furbolg in the Conclave. Your other Furbolg are setting up fires for the evening and communing with the God Tree. And your sister, Molono, comes up to you. Alanika, go ahead, describe yourself.
Elenica is female Furbolg. She has blue fur, kind of long brown, messy hair, and well, I guess she's not wearing armor right now, since she's getting ready to go to bed. She looks gentle, kind. She's a good listener. She pays attention to her sister. What was her name?
Malona.
Malona.
Yeah, Malono.
She says, "What's up?"
How did the hunt today go?
It went well. Nothing special.
Yeah, what did you get?
We got some we got some big monsters that you would never seen.
Oh, I can't wait to be a ranger like you one day. To protect the forest? It's every Furbolg's dream.
I can't wait to go hunt with you too.
The evening carries on rather peacefully. Is there anything that you want to do before you go to sleep?
she thinks about her day, and she's glad everything went smoothly, safely, nothing bad happened. She goes to bed.
All right. So, when you go to bed, at first, sleep comes naturally to you. I'm not saying this is a no-worry society, but aside from the occasional monstrosity wreaking some havoc in the woods, the conclave is very peaceful. Sleep comes quickly, and you start to come into this dream. It's a dream of the forest, the Northwood. And it's quiet. And you're laying down, looking up at the sky. It's clear at first, and then a couple intrepid clouds kind of come over your vision, and then a couple more after that, and it starts building until the sky turns gray. And you lift your torso up to look around, and you see to the south, through the trees, you see smoke, and it almost makes you think, are these clouds that smoke? And then you lay back down, and you see a vision of a fox walk near you, just over in your periphery, and you can't really control where you're looking. And this fox is gigantic, and it walks past you, and then it starts to circle around your field of vision, and once it comes out in front of you, it comes closer and closer until you have a giant fox face in your face. And it looks down at you, and it's not an ordinary fox. It has strange markings, like usually fox's fur would be like a red-orange with like white hints to it, but this one has like blue kind of at the end of its furs, and yellows and reds and greens as you follow its body down to the tail. And the tail itself seems to go on forever and ever. And then you wake up with an actual fox's face in your face. It's licking you at the moment. What do you do?
She gasps, and she realizes it's just a fox, and she pet the fox.
I don't know what fox noises are, so I'm just gonna make some up here.
As she pets, she talks to the fox. She says, "Did you come say hi to me?"
The fox kind of nuzzles against you. It seems like it's trying to tell you something more than, "Hey, I like you."
Is there anything wrong? Can I communicate with my... I have speech of beast.
Yeah, I
can talk to animals.
All right. I'll say yes. Yes, you as a furbolg in these woods, you totally can speak to it.
Okay.
Big snake. It's bad.
Okay. Oh, where is it?
It's like... He puts up his, like, paw. Over that way.
Okay.
Follow, yes?
Yes. Alenika gets ready and pick up her hammer and a shield. Follows the fox.
Do you go out there with no breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is it important? Okay.
You're gonna be hungry.
Okay.
Molino runs up to you. Wait, Alanika! You need food first!
Is there any quick food that's out there?
I mean, there's like a pile of berries
She
nearby.
grabs some berries and berries and put them in her mouth.
They're berry goods.
Okay. As she walks out, she puts the berries in her mouth and keep walking. Follows the fox.
Okay. So let's go ahead and switch to the next track then. Shadows of the Forest. I think I have it. We haven't figured out this whole audio situation either. But maybe hit it down at just a couple decibels.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, too many decibels. I think that's good, right? Maybe just that's good. We'll live and learn. All right. So, traveling through the forest. Now you're heading northeast right now, a little bit more towards the mountain ranges. You know there's going to be a giant stream in the way, and the only way to get seemingly where the fox is pointing is over this old rickety bridge. In this part of the forest, it's less traveled by the furbolg. The more northeast you seem to go, the closer to the mountains you go, the more dangerous it becomes. But this fox keeps saying to you, "Need help! At home! Please follow!" Yip, yip, yip. So you keep following the fox. My name's Turkey. By the way, he wanted to introduce himself. And Turkey takes you to the giant rickety bridge. And I assume you have your animal companion, which is a...
Brombeck.
Yeah, but what is
Oh.
what is Bronbeck?
He's a moose, and he's my animal companion.
Yeah. What is he like?
What is he like?
Yeah, what is his personality like?
I didn't think about that. Brombeck is a male moose.
I can make it up if you like.
Yeah, please.
See this squirrel? See this fox right here? I don't trust him. I don't trust him one bit. Or my name isn't Bronbeck. Hey, Lenica. Why are we following this crazy guy anyway? He's named after another animal. Who does that? Anyways, let's go. She can talk to animals. It's a furbolg thing. Anyway.
You don't trust the turkey?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, he is a fox. They're kind of known to not be trustworthy.
That's very not kind of way to see animals.
Well, you're not an animal, I guess. They're crazy. But I guess you're a good person.
Yeah, I'm not human.
Yeah, that's why I'm all right with you. Yeah, those humans to the south, nothing but trouble. I don't like them.
I wonder if I'm talking loud enough. I'll try better. I'll do better.
We could all do better.
Okay.
Anyway, you and Turkey and Brombeck get to the big bridge. It's an old bridge, built by your grandparents, 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 uncle, grandparents. And not a lot of repairs have been done to this bridge. It's in front of you spans a wide river, probably about 50 feet wide, and the only way across, as far as you know, for like miles and miles and miles, is this bridge. And also, it's flowing fairly rapidly. There's also some rocks in the river. What are you doing?
Wait, so did Turkey stop here?
I mean, Turkey's kind of... He kind of goes like 10 feet across the bridge, and he turns around and he's like, "Are you coming?" It's an old wood bridge made with like wooden planks and ropes, and yeah.
Okay. I checked the bridge to see if it's sturdy enough to cross.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an investigation check. At least for this first part of the bridge. And it is, like I said, 50 feet wide.
Investigation. My first roll.
Yep.
Am I supposed
You
to?
can roll in the camera or not if you want to. I can move the dice right here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the map?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh gosh. 3 plus 0, so 3.
Given your knowledge on Furbolg construction techniques, you say this is a pretty fine looking bridge.
Okay. I cross the bridge.
You're gonna just go across the bridge, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you get about 20 feet across the bridge. And every plank that you step on, it's like there's a lot of give. You're kind of a big creature. Braunbeck is following closely behind, trepidatiously. And
What is trepidatious?
I might be using that word wrong. Hesitantly. Let's go with that.
Okay.
He's falling behind, like, ugh.
How deep is the river, though? How deep is the river?
Well, upon glancing at it, you don't know.
Okay. Maybe he could just cross the water.
He's already on the bridge with you.
Okay.
And
We'll keep.
you get about
moving.
You get about 20 feet before Braunbeck's hoof goes through one of the planks.
Oh my god.
He's like, help! Help! It's just his hoof is kind of like stuck in through the plank. It's one of his front hoofs, and like the plank that his other front hoof is on is starting to give. You have a moment of reaction before it starts to like break. What are you doing?
Wait, what? His
His
foot is
first hoof is in the water. His second hoof is about to break the plank in front of him.
Oh god.
Yeah, what are you doing? 5, 4, 3, 2.
I crossed the bridge.
All the way?
Yeah. Wait, what? How long is the bridge?
You're okay. First of all, you got 30 more feet. So give me an acrobatics.
Wait, what?
Give me an acrobatics
how long
check.
Stop. How long was
No. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh my. Ah. What acrobatics?
Yeah.
8.
8. All right. So
Crap.
Braunbeck is starting to like flail now that his other hoof has gone into the water, and he's just like both front hooves in the water, and he's got like his chin resting against the plank, and he's like,
okay,
"Help!
I
Help!
don't
Why are
get
you
the-
running away?"
I don't get the situation. What is he like sinking in water?
Okay, so like, here's the. I'm just gonna use the backside of this. Here's the bridge, right?
Okay.
Braunbeck is right here.
Okay.
And you are here, and you decided to run away from him. His front two hooves have broke the planks
Like this.
that are So he's gone. Like his chest is laying on the bridge, and his hooves are in the water.
How is the bridge like? Is there like pole thing underneath, or is it just like hang by strings?
It's hanging by rope.
Okay, so I'm gonna go across
Okay.
the bridge and pull the rope towards me.
Oh, but like
The whole bridge.
the rope's still connected on both sides of the bridge. It's just the planks that were under his hooves broke. So his hooves are in water.
Okay.
Come on, please help me.
I guess I go back
Okay.
and break some of the bridge with my hammer.
Okay, so you're breaking more of the bridge. All right, so you break the bridge
Okay.
around him, and
I
he
put
falls
rope-
further into the water, and now he's drifting away.
What? What did
Why?
You... What? Why?
Because you broke the other wood around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his hands are free, right?
No. The
What
rest
do you
of his
mean?
body is going into the water now.
Okay.
Please help me! And
I wanna retake
he's starting.
this.
He's starting to drift away. He's starting to drift away.
Can I grab his antler?
Okay. make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can hold on to his
I'm
antlers in
hating
time.
this session. Okay. 15 what? Strength you said?
Dexterity saving throw.
Why dexterity?
Because you're reacting quickly to grab his
16,
hooves.
16.
Okay, you grab onto his hooves. Now, okay, he's like being held onto his hooves right now. Like, okay, this is fine, I guess. Now roll a athletics check to see if you can pull him out of the water.
Oh gosh. Athletic?
Yeah.
9.
All right, so 9. Okay. He's starting to take you into the water. Like as you're holding onto him, he's getting swept away by the current underneath the bridge, and he's starting to hold on to you. Like now, you're like on flat, like your chest is on the bridge, and he's dragging you into the water. Make another strength check or athletics check to see if you can try to regain some ground.
What, 11?
Okay, so you dig your foot into one of the gaps between the planks of the bridge, and now you've got a sturdy hold on him. Now one more athletics check to see if you can pull him up. Gosh, stop using that die, yo.
11.
Dude, it's bad.
It's better than this one.
Okay, so, you're kind of, it's kind of neutral at the moment. You're not really, like, you're holding on, but you're not getting him up. Roll one more, athletics check.
Oh my gosh.
So, that was a 1. A natural 1. So, you lose your footing that you had in between the two planks. It slips.
Okay.
And holding onto his hooves, you start to both get swept into the river.
Okay.
You take...
End of the story.
you both take... you both take 5 bludgeoning damage.
What the heck? Why?
Because you're swept into the river and you start hitting a bunch of rocks.
Can I grab onto a rock?
Yeah, go ahead, make a just a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Gosh. Ah!
I told you to stop rolling that one, yo. That one's going to jail. This is not a good one for you.
What did you say?
Dexterity saving throw.
5.
5? So, no, you do not hold on to the rock. And you get battered by another rock, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just me or Brombeck?
Both you and Braunbeck. If you're still holding on to his
damage?
antlers,
Are you going to kill me today?
I hope not.
What damage?
4 bludgeoning damage to each of you. But you have another chance to hang on to a rock. Do you take it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw. With this different die, please, not that same one. Hey, a 7.
What? So 8.
8. You aren't able to hold on to it, and you take another 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you drift rock to rock.
What damage you said?
4 more bludgeoning damage. You have another chance to maybe hold on to this rock. Do you take it?
I'm going to try to get better stand with my quarterstaff
Uh-huh.
on the ground.
In the water?
Yeah, stand against the water. What?
Okay, so you're gonna try to drive your quarterstaff into the rocks
Yeah.
as a wedge to try to keep you in one place?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Yeah.
Attack roll?
Yeah. So you're drifting down the river, you're waiting for the next set of rocks, and you stop panicking, and you get your quarterstaff out, and you're holding on to Braunbeck's horns with your other hand. Go ahead and make an attack roll. She rolled a 2.
10.
10? Okay.
Cause plus 8.
Yeah. So you take your quarterstaff, and you drive it in between 2 rocks, accurately, for the most part.
D&D is better than this.
And you're holding on to your moose's antlers with one hand and the quarterstaff with the other hand. But you're not moving, and you didn't take any bludgeoning damage. What are you doing?
I'm going to try to... What is the closest? The bridge? Or land?
Yeah, you're about like
The bank,
you're like
or-
about like 30 feet away from the bridge at the moment, but the closest shore to you, you've kind of drifted towards the northern shore, so you're about like 20 feet away from the northern shore.
Is there big rocks nearby me?
There's big rocks everywhere. Then the closest one is probably like 5 feet to the north. There's another one that's like 10 feet to the southeast. Those are the 2 closest.
I'll walk to shore.
So you have noticed that, 1, the current is too strong for you to just simply walk.
Okay.
And 2, you still don't know... Well, there are rocks pointed out. Like, the depth is only 5 feet.
Is Brombeck helping me at all?
If you ask.
Well, I asked Brombeck to push me towards the shore.
Okay. Make an athletics check for Braunbeck.
I don't know.
He's like, I can try.
Oh my gosh.
That was another 2.
I really want to retake this session.
So Braunbeck tries to start walking, but the river starts carrying him. I'm feeling a little weak right now, and like he's just like being held by his antler and just kind of like floating in the water. You imagine, though, if you do float down 40 more feet, you might hit a couple more rocks, but the river takes a bend, and you might be able to hit the north shore.
Okay, so can I try to swim
You can try.
skillfully,
Yeah?
avoiding rocks?
Okay.
I don't know.
So, wait, I haven't even told you what check to make.
What was it?
I don't really have a swim check. Let's do an athletics
Athletic.
check. Alright. So, you rolled in
23.
23. Okay. So, finally, just like breathing for a moment, holding onto your moose's horn, you're just like, I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. It's just another day. And you start to swim, and finally, Braunbeck gets, not David Brubeck, but Braunbeck, gets on the same page as you, and you start synchronized swimming, swimming with synchronization to the shore. And you finally make it without taking any further damage.
Okay.
You dry yourselves off, and the fox is just waiting for you on the other side of the bridge.
Lenica says, "What the heck?" and go up to the fox.
What were you saying? What the heck to me?
No, to myself.
I'm sorry I couldn't help there.
It's okay, you're small.
Yeah.
Is Brombeck coming with me?
Yeah. So.
She says, "Let's go. Keep going."
Okay. So, Turkey starts leading you further and further into the forest. It gets colder and darker as the day grows longer. It takes a couple hours.
Do I know if the area is like actual like fox habitat area? You know what I mean? Like,
roll a nature? No. Yeah, roll a nature check.
I'm gonna keep this one. Oh. Actually, I should have better nature.
Yeah. Oh, you have proficiency in that.
And wait, where's my special feature paper? Wait, it's here.
Did we ever get it from the printer? Oh no, it's not there.
No, I have that. Well, I have this like natural explorer thing that helps me with my natural check. Where is it?
It might be in the printer still. Short break, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. I've totally not looked at Facebook this entire time to see if anybody's sent me any chats. Alright, cool. No, nothing. That means you guys are either enjoying it or not watching. I can't tell.
Okay, okay, on my... Yeah. Wait. No, it's gone. I guess not. It's only when I'm tracking animals. The old one had this, like, you have wisdom or intelligent or whatever. It's okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
So what?
So go ahead, roll a nature check.
So would it be +3?
Yeah.
Proficiency,
Yeah.
right? Okay, that's better. 17, 20.
Okay. So you do know that foxes, there is a whole band of foxes. I don't know what a group of foxes are, that trot the area. It's a fox trot.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're having any doubts of whether foxes actually live here or not, you're pretty confident that with your knowledge of the animal tribes of the forest, that there is a group of foxes that live to the northeast. They like a very particular sort of rabbit that lives there, but it's dangerous otherwise. But that rabbit is hella tasty. Anyway, you keep following the fox. It takes a couple hours for you to come to this cave that the fox is leading towards you. And he says, "In here, in here. My friends, they're all in here."
the turkey is telling us?
Yes, that's what Turkey is telling you.
Okay, what is in here? Here.
It's a cave. There's a cave opening in front of you.
Okay.
It's quite dark to see in at the moment. You don't know how deep this cave goes into. This is part of the forest that starts to turn into more of the hills that are covered in forestry.
How many snake was there, Turkey?
I don't know.
Just one?
More, but I don't know how many.
I guess I should have told other guardians. I just panicked and I just ran out of my house. Well, do I have like a firework or something to let my fellow guardians know that I'm here?
As far as I know, you do not have a system of communication like that.
Should have left trace. I make a mark on the wood. So if my fellow guardians come look for me, they'll find me.
Okay, so you leave a sign of the conclave on a tree near the cave.
Yeah. And well, is there any herbs that helps me recover some HPs?
Make a survival check to see if there's any herbs nearby that you think you could use to recover health.
Not 20.
Natural 20? Okay, shit. You find, you do find this very particular herb. It's king's root. Its leaves are tipped with red, but it is often used by the herbalists of the tribe to...
Actually, yeah. I had an herbalism kit too.
Oh, you have an herbalism kit?
Yeah.
Okay, so you found these herbs nearby, yeah. Now make a roll with your herbalism kit. So that's going to use your wisdom and your proficiency. Are you proficient in herbalism kit too? Yeah, you are.
I am.
Okay, so wisdom plus proficiency.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a roll to see if you can make use the herbs to concoct it in a way. 17. Okay. Yeah. So
Getting better.
So you take a pestle and mortar out and take the leaves off the herbs and start rounding it up, and you know this will make you feel better. Are you going to use it now? You do make a...
How many servings do I have?
It's a one serving sort of thing with that. It's not an extremely common root.
Okay. Well, Rombek only have 15 HP.
I could use some of that leaf, good stuff, that good leaf right there.
Yeah, right.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Chomp chomp, let's get to it. Give me some.
I guess I give it to him.
Okay. Roll a d4 and add 2. Well, we don't have one right here, huh? Here you go. That was a 2. He regains 4 HP. Good job. I feel alive. Thank you, Alenica. There's a reason why I chose you to be my, escort.
Your escort, yeah. Yeah. Sure.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you a lot.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Moose walk. He walks behind you.
I get my shield and hammer out.
Okay.
We'll be stealthy.
All right.
I tell Brombeck to be stealthy.
So, when you come into the cavern, it's darkly lit. You go in, and it kind of curves around 10 feet, so you can't really see from the light behind you after you start curving around. So at this point, you're kind of effectively blind.
I guess I'll take what is it? Torch.
Okay.
Out and light it.
All right. All right. You have a torch in your one hand.
Okay. I put my shoulder back.
Okay.
Take my hammer out.
All right.
Torch in one hand.
Skyrim. All right. Okay, so you, with a torch and hammer in hand, you go around the bend in the cavern, and as the light travels with you, something starts to take notice. You start hearing yipping noises. I think foxes yip. Yip, 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 yip. But being that you can understand animals, they're saying, "Help! Help! Please! Please help! 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 Please! Please! Help! Help! Help!"
Okay.
Is that turkey? It's turkey! 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 Help! Please! Turkey! Turkey!
Do I hear any other animals?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage because these foxes are being quite loud.
Huh. Okay. Oh my gosh. What was it?
Perception.
11.
11. You do not currently hear anything else besides the foxes. As you come around the bend, the cavern opens up, and you can see in front of you a kind of a makeshift fence that's like 4 feet wide, and it's kind of made of like clay and dirt and pieces of old flora, like sticks and straw and leaves. It seems pretty sturdy, and there is a door, and it looks like it's meant to keep the foxes in place. To the left of that pen, there is a the cavern kind of continues through a small entryway to the left of that pen.
Okay, well, are there a group of foxes?
You think you can't quite see them over the fence, but just from hearing, they appear to be inside the fence.
Can I investigate the fence?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, what it's made of, and is it done by magic, or like what kind of creature can make something like that?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay, so from the looks of it, it looks like it was made with humanoid hands, for sure.
Farbulks?
You don't know that for sure, but whatever made this fence had to have like opposable thumbs and enough intelligence to make something like this. And it also, yeah, there is kind of a gate to it, kind of a makeshift. I wouldn't say gate so much as like a big piece of the fencing that can be moved by something stronger than the foxes. Almost as if like it was almost kind of like a piece of the fence that was kind of like made separately from the rest of it, so it could be moved out of the way to gain access to the foxes, but also put back and stop the foxes from getting out.
Okay. Regular animals couldn't do this. Who did this?
Who are you talking to?
Well, I'm talking to Turkey.
I don't know, the big snake thing, I think.
Big Snake did this?
Yeah, big snake. I think that's where my friends are. My friends are down there. I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna run away now. Yip, 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 yip. And he runs away.
Okay. I talked to the foxes over the fence. Hello?
Hi.
Are you guys doing okay?
No.
What's going on? I can't see. What's going on over there?
We're trapped. Actually, as you get closer to the fence, you are about 8 or 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
You can see over the fence.
Oh, okay.
Now,
What do I see?
do you go directly in front of the gate, or do you go around the fence?
Around the fence?
Okay. So, you go off to the side of the gate, and you look over, and you see there's, 6 foxes there. And they're it keeps taking us, one at a time, keeps taking us to eat.
Oh.
Yip, yip. It has our leader with us. It has our leader right now.
Where is the leader?
It's around that way.
How does it look like?
How does what look like?
How does the leader or the creatures that taking you guys?
It looks like a snake, but with something else on top of it. I don't know what that something else is, but it kind of looks like our leader, but it's weird.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go look.
Okay. Yep.
So was the fox... I'll go check the direction the fox was pointing to.
Okay, so you go check over in that direction. Now, if they pointed towards that entryway to the left of the fencing, so you keep going down that way, and as you proceed to do so, it gets very, very, very tight. You could probably squeeze through it, but your moose companion would not be able to follow you. But yeah, it does continue for 5 feet. Do you want to go down it, or do you want to listen to it? What are you doing? It's a very, this. Imagine you're right here. And
it's where the fence is?
The fence is over here.
You want to move this?
Yeah, sure. We can... So, the fence is, over here. Pretend this is the fence right here.
Okay.
And then there's, this small entryway to the left, and it goes into a tight squeeze sort of cavern right here.
Where are the foxes?
The foxes are right here.
And where was I?
You were right here.
Okay, so I was talking over the fence to this guy, and there's a gate here?
No, the gate for the fence is right here. This is just a small, there's a passage to the left of the fence, and this passage leads over here.
Okay, and the fox said the snake came from this way?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said this is not big enough for me to go through?
It's big enough for you to go through, but not
Okay.
big enough for your moose to walk through with you.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
How often does the snake comes out here to get your friend?
This started yesterday, and it took 2 of us. It took one of our foxes first, and then our leader, and our leader's in there now.
poor guy.
Yeah.
I might be able to help the leader fox if I go in now. Well, Brombeck, you wait here.
Okay.
Pretend you're one of them. And if the snake comes out to get one of the foxes, make noise and I'll come back.
Okay.
I guess I'll go look what's going on.
Okay. So you're gonna go squeeze in that hole first, or are you gonna listen first? What are you doing?
Well, is there any other like entrance?
As far as you know, it's pretty straightforward. As far as you know.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Yeah, I'll listen here first.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
Roll a perception check.
Oh my gosh. I think it's because of this book. It stopped.
No.
Can I reroll?
Nope. Unless you have advantage on perception, which you do not. The foxes are still yipping too loudly. You don't really hear or see anything on the other side.
Okay. I'll crawl through the tunnel. Quietly, stealthily.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Okay, that's better. Because it didn't hit the book. What, 14?
Okay. Alright. So you kind of crawl into the hole yourself. Do you keep your torch lit or no?
I guess not at this point.
Okay, you're blind now. So you extinguish the torch and start crawling through the hole. And you get closer. And you start hearing something talking. Yes, yes. You will make for a fine stew. I can smell the essence of your people on you. I will enjoy you.
People? Wait. Who is you?
And you kind of hear stirring of liquid. And boiling, too. Mm-hmm.
I start going back.
Alright. You crawl back?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Crawl back
Yeah, you crawl back.
to get out of this little hole.
Yeah, what are you doing now?
Am I out?
Yeah, you're out.
Do I see anything
Do you
following me?
Do you see anything following you? You don't see anything right now.
Oh, I guess I light up the torch.
Alright. So, you light up the torch?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Do I see anything coming after me?
No. Whatever was in that other chamber seemed to be pretty occupied with whatever it was doing.
I don't know. Well, how much time has it passed since I'm talking to foxes, one of the foxes? How long has it passed since they took the fox last time?
Well, big foxes, we don't have a really good perception of time, but if we did, I'd say half an hour.
I don't know. I want to wait here until they come out.
Hey, wait. What if But what if it eats our leader? Can you let us out at least?
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I let them up.
Okay, so you
I
go
let
to the
them go.
gate.
Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as
there's
you
that trap. Shoot.
as soon as you get to the gate,
Yeah, whatever. I'll fight.
The ground beneath you starts to give and opens up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can catch yourself.
Oh, no.
As a pitfall opens beneath you.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Ugh. What? 8?
8. Nope. You fall straight into it. So as you fall, you fall straight into the pit trap. And there's like spikes at the bottom of it. It's
Oh
a
my
10-foot
gosh.
fall. You don't take a lot of bludgeoning damage, but you do take 2 piercing damage, and you also take 15 poison damage.
Okay. What? Say that again?
You take 2 piercing damage and 15 poison damage.
So 17 altogether?
Yeah. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
4.
Poisoning.
Can I use lesser restoration?
Do you want to know if you're poisoned or not first?
Do I know?
Just roll the Constitution saving throw, please.
17.
You're not poisoned.
Okay.
You take some poison damage, but you do not have the poison condition.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. So, as like you fall in, it pierces through like your calf, and it hurts like the dickens. It's an easy climb out though.
I'll try to climb up then.
It's an easy climb out.
Okay.
You get to the top, and do you climb to the fox's side of the hole, or do you climb to the non-fox side of the hole?
Okay, I guess I'm going to is there how hard to go over the hole?
It's like a 5-foot hole in it's like 5 foot in diameter. So you could jump over it.
Okay.
So
What about foxes? Can they jump over it?
they can try.
How hard is the wall? Is it breakable?
How hard is the wall?
The fence?
It seems pretty sturdy. I mean, you might be able to break it.
Can I try to hit it a few times with my hammer?
Let's start off with which side are you climbing onto?
What side? What?
Are you climbing into the fox's pen, or are you climbing onto the other side of the fence? Where you started?
was thinking. No.
You start to hear a slithering noise.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll stay there.
In the pit?
Yeah. No. Well, towards the fox, next to the foxes.
Okay. So
And I try to hide. Well, so. So the sound is coming this way, right? Oh, this is like a mirror. Is the sound coming this way?
the sound is coming from, you're over here.
Yeah.
The sound is coming from over here, traveling this way.
Okay. I'm going to hide like right next to the entrance,
Okay.
but so it won't see me right away.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. So it starts to slither out, and what you see is the body of a human emerge first. Like a female human, and you've seen them a couple times. With two blades, look around. What is all this noise? And she turns directly towards you because you have a torch in your hands.
Oh
And I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can survive this.
I think you'll be alright. I think you'll be okay. So, would you pause the music and put on the battle music, please? Alright, I think I got most of it in here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. This will be better next time, I promise. Okay, so like the fox's pen is right here. I don't have a mini for you. Do you want to pick one out real quick?
From.
Actually.
What did you say? You want me to pick my mini?
Yeah.
Strange to hear the music that we made.
Yeah, right? Alright. Gonna roll initiative for this.
Guess I'll use this one for now.
Okay. And I already have mine picked out.
Wait. Let's use this one.
Okay. Okay, so what did you get on your initiative?
I didn't roll yet. But I feel like I have advantage on my initiative, so
You feel like, huh?
that's nice.
And don't forget to roll initiative for David Brubeck.
Yeah. Okay, I have 17 plus 1, so 18. And so Brombeck. Oh gosh. He has what? 3, I guess.
Okay.
Do I add Dex for initiative?
Yeah, you add your dexterity for initiative.
Yeah. It's 3.
Okay, so
Oh my gosh.
okay, so this monstrosity with a snake-like lower body and a human torso slithers out of the hole and immediately sees you, and you're like right here. Also, I have a little. I don't have a moose mini, but I mean, I'll get one. So where's Brubeck?
This is cute. Well, he was with the foxes. Where are the foxes?
This is the pen right here.
Okay, so he's right
And
here.
and here's the foxes.
Okay.
All right. So, it slithers up towards you real quick. Let's just say it gets right here, and it is going to. It is going to. It is going to attack against you with its two swords in its hands. First one is a 6 plus 10 does not hit, does it?
No.
And then the second one is also a 10.
Okay.
And she is going to slither around the other way away from you. Now, while she tries to move away from you, you have an opportunity to attack. Do you take it?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, roll for it. That is the third 4 we've rolled in this battle.
What, 12.
12 does not hit. It slithers away successfully, and it's going to go hide behind the pillar on the other side of you.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you do? It like quickly slithers away from you.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh my gosh. So do I know it is monstrosity?
It might be.
Can I do? If I do some sort of check, would it be action?
Yes, it would be. You can roll a nature check as an action, or you can roll a nature check as a bonus action at disadvantage.
Okay. But I have advantage on my wisdom or intelligent check. It's to track. Never mind. But recall information about.
Okay, so yeah, you have advantage on it. If it is a monstrosity.
Okay. You said it's nature check.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll with advantage. Are you doing this as a bonus action or action, by the way, though?
Bonus.
Okay, so take away the advantage because it'll be a disadvantage to do it as a bonus action.
Okay, so
So
how
just
do I do
re-roll
this?
it. Just one.
What, nature?
Yeah.
11?
11? You're pretty sure this is a monstrosity.
Okay.
You don't know what else it could be?
Okay.
Okay, so what else are you doing?
So that's my bonus
That's your bonus
action.
action.
I'm going to use Hunter's Mark
Alright,
on this creature.
okay.
So I can deal 1d6 damage.
Are you going to move? Because at the moment you can't, you don't
That's
even
an
see it.
action, right? I'm going to move. Move right here.
All right, so you quickly run up towards it with your hammer out.
Right behind it.
Right behind it. It looks kind of half expecting you to follow it anyway. What are you doing?
Okay, and Brombeck, wait.
What are you doing?
What
it's
am I
not
doing?
Brombeck's turn yet.
I thought I did Hunter's
Oh,
Mark.
what does Hunter's Mark do?
Oh, wait, actually it's bonus action.
Okay, so you
So I
can't do
cannot
that.
use it?
Yeah.
I guess I'll attack then.
Okay, go ahead, roll for your attacks. You're gonna lose your turn in 5, 4, 3,
Use
2.
my hammer.
Okay.
19 plus 8.
All right, that hits.
D8. Was 5 plus 7. 12 damage.
All right. Okay. So you take your hammer, and while it's like looking at you, and you're trying to get onto the other side of it, get behind it. You take your hammer, and it like you swing at it, and it moves out of the way. Its chest moves out of the way for your first swing, and then you take your hammer, and then hammer down at its tail, and it lets out a shriek. It recoils and turns towards you with 2 massive scimitars in its hand, and it gets ready to strike at you.
Can I put the torch on the ground and get my shield out?
Getting your shield is an action,
Okay,
but you can drop your torch if you want to.
I will.
Okay, so you drop the torch onto the ground. What is Bronbeck doing?
Okay, he's going to...
And there is a hole right here. There is a
Hole?
5-foot hole right here.
Oh my gosh. Can he jump over it?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. Okay. He's going to jump over.
Okay.
Well, okay. His speed is 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, he can jump over the whole
Ichi-san,
fine. It's 5 feet. He's a
go.
moose.
6, 7. And he's gonna move up 20 feet.
Okay.
By doing so, he's gonna charge. And
Is it directly at it, straight towards? He only has 15 feet of movement till he gets to the monster.
heck?
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15.
can I go this way?
You can.
Okay. Is it okay?
That's fine, yeah.
Reverse.
You were going for that anyway.
Okay. So
Alright.
he charged at the creature
Uh-huh.
and hit with the ram attack.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and roll to see if you hit.
This is not flanking, is it?
No, I'm not doing flanking rolls on
Okay.
this.
7 to hit, so 19.
19 hits.
Okay.
Alright, so David Brubeck, you like jumps over the hole and real quick charges at the Lamia and manages to hit her. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Okay, I think it is. So
It's going to be the ram, and you're going to get the extra 2d6.
3d6.
3d6.
Altogether.
Yeah, plus 8. Jeezy.
Is there any extra?
Oh yeah, there's
D6.
plenty of extra d6. I got so much d right here. There you go.
Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. 6 plus 8. 14.
14. Ooh,
No, I guess that's not bad.
not bad at all.
And then it has to succeed on DC 13 strength saving throw or
Okay.
knocked prone.
So, as your moose goes in and rams towards the Lamia, she stays slippery, you know. And what sort was it? What sort of saving throw?
Strength.
Strength saving throw. She gets a 10 plus 1 at advantage because she's a snake thing. but she still gets knocked thrown. She's being distracted by you. She doesn't even recognize the moose coming in and charging at her. And with his antlers, he like takes like his right antler and pushes her torso onto the ground. So at the moment, yes, she is prone.
Okay.
And anything else on David Brubeck's turn?
No, I guess that's all.
Okay, so
It sucks. It's oh my gosh.
the Lamia is gonna get back up,
It's gonna
and she's going to look at you,
her.
and she is going to look like get down on your level. Actually, you're like
taller
8
than
feet
me.
tall, so she's gonna get up on your level, and she is going to look you in the eyes seductively, and you need to make a charisma saving throw.
No, not this one. Ah, that's better. 14.
13's what she needed. She looks at you and she says, "Do what I say." And you say, "Nope." And after that, she is going to try to attack you with her sword. And that's a natural 2. And then while she's like slashing at you with one of her scimitars, the rest of her body starts to try to like slither around you. And then she's going to attempt to constrict you, which she does.
How many actions? That's
Well, actually, that seductive gaze isn't an action. But anyway, it's a 21 to hit, and you take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
6.
Yep, 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
All right. And she is going to try to move you. Let's see, what is her speed?
Oh my gosh! Stop.
Okay. She's going to move you 15 feet. 1, 2, 3. And that ends her turn. What are you doing? So she's got you grappled right now, coiled up, with like her scimitar, ready to take another slash at your chest, and moving you towards the pit behind her. What are you doing?
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
How does it look? Is it getting weakened at all?
She looks a little rough.
Little rough?
I mean, she's got a pretty big like antler wound.
Yeah. Well, did I do the hunter's mark, right?
You couldn't do it last turn because it was a bonus action, and you spent your bonus action doing that nature check.
Okay. I guess I'll do the hunter's mark now.
Okay.
That's a level 1 spell. And I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Can I attack?
Yeah, you can attack.
It's gonna be disadvantage.
No.
Okay.
You're grappled, but you're not at disadvantage.
Okay, so. Okay, here we go. Whenever you hit with a weapon. Wait, you have advantage. Whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any wisdom check you make. Oh. Okay, I don't think.
I think for now it just adds an extra d6 damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for your attack.
7 plus 8 is 15.
15. 15 hits.
D8.
So while it's like wrapping you in its coil and squeezing you tighter and tighter, you take your hammer in one hand, boom, right against the skin of the Lamia. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Ooh, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 7, 16.
16. It's a good hit. All right. It shrieks in pain, almost letting you go, but squeezing you tighter instead. It's mad. What is David Brubeck doing?
It's going to... Well... Is this 20 feet?
If there's 4 squares.
Okay, right. So he's gonna run and go like this.
Okay.
And do the charge.
All right.
And ram.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for your attack first.
Okay. Wait.
Just 1d20.
11 plus 7, so 18.
Okay, that hits. And then 3d6.
3d6.
Yeah.
Oy. I think I like Brombeck better than my girl. Ah!
15 damage.
Plus 8.
Well.
Wait.
Yep. Plus 8. Yep.
Yeah, plus 8.
Okay, so 23 damage from your moose.
Yeah.
How does Take 5 want to do it?
How does he want to do it?
Yeah.
He's going to what is it? He's gonna what is it?
I'm a moose! Get out of my way! Let go of my friend!
Attack her swords in
Uh-huh.
her hands with his horn and then charge at her, push against her, toward against the wall.
So he's gonna disarm her? Okay, so
Yeah,
he's
I
like
guess.
running in with his hooves out. Let go, my friend! And the Lamia looks shocked as the moose once again attacks her in her own lair. She brings out her swords, and he lifts his antlers up and disarms her, both the swords in his antlers. And he throws his swords up in the airs, and the swords flip in the air and land into his hooves. And he charges swords first into the Lamia. And the Lamia falls apart onto the grounds. You can turn off the battle music now.
Do you want this?
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah. Thank you for the food.
Food?
And he comes in and licks you. A big ol' long moose tongue against your cheek.
I'm confused.
Don't worry about it. Hey. We're a great team.
Yes, we are. I'm glad you came with me. I don't know if I could do this alone.
Yeah, well, you gave me some fine herbs and stuff and trained me for 8 hours, so, you know, I didn't really have a choice, but I enjoy it.
Well...
Should we go see what's like, you know, on the other side of this?
Yeah, I investigate to see if it has any healing potion or anything.
Okay, roll an investigation check to search the body.
Also, am I familiar with this creature?
Upon closer inspection, you've heard of beings with like human-like torsos, but bodies that are animal in structure. Lamia is what you believe that they're called.
Okay.
What'd you roll for your investigation?
12.
Okay. You don't find a healing potion or anything like that. You do find on the torso of the Lamia a necklace with a feather token on the end of it. It looks cool. There's like a little tree, a wooden tree carving that's like this big, and it has feathers sticking out of it.
Does it have like a particular symbol or something?
I mean, there's a tree.
Okay.
Yes.
Am I familiar with it?
No.
I take it.
Okay.
Put it in my pocket.
All right. So you can write down that you have a tree feather token.
Okay, I'm going to crawl through the tunnel again. This time
Okay.
with my torch.
All right.
I'm feeling a little braver now.
Okay. So.
I'm gonna go look. You wait here, okay?
Okay. I'll help these little guys. And he starts like grabbing the napes of their neck from across the hole and be
Yeah.
like throws them over the hole. Anyway, you crawl into the small passageway and it opens up into the lair of the Lamia, and there is a pot of boiling something or other. And next to, near the pot, only a couple feet away from it, there is a post, and tied to the post, it looks like a human child. Passed out. As you get closer to the child, you notice that it's a boy child, and it has fox ears and a fox tail. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh.
I hope you enjoyed that, and come back for some more when we continue the adventures of the Forest Guardian. Have a great day.
Have a great day.